Amazing. Stephen is the first time call out of Texas. Stephen.
Hello, Jesse. How are you?
All is well, sir. How are you?
Jesse, I'm great. I'm so honored to be talking to you. I've been listening for a long time. And at first when I started listening, I was laughing because you say some things that people might find funny because we're just so shackled by political correctness.
Yep.
But the more you listen and the more you think, the more you realize that everything you say is true. That guy before me had no chance at all in debating you. You proved him wrong in so many levels. You told him, oh, you can't, if she wants to work, you can't stop her, but you can make her go in the kitchen and cook.
Right. He got a child with her. Women who work, who are married and have kids are very selfish if they go to work. They should be home raising the kids. The kids need the parents there, right? And so if he's such a man, he can make her go into the kitchen and cook, but he can't make her stay home from work. What kind of man is that?
Well, because he wants her to work so she can bring money. That's why.
Yes. And even if he doesn't want her to work, he can't make her stay home.
No, he can't.
Right.
He talks a lot of people like that talk a lot of smack, but they can't do nothing.
Yes.
But I wrote you an email yesterday, Jesse.
Okay.
And I wanted to thank you for helping me for helping me, I guess, become alpha.
Right on. I'm glad you're waking up because we need men. If men don't wake up, it's over for the country.
It really is. It really is. And what's happening is people are being very dishonest. They're so stuck on political correctness. You say something, and the first reaction is to roll our eyes instead of to actually sit down and think about what you said.
Yes.
I told a friend the other day that there is no such thing as racism, and he couldn't believe what I was saying. And we talked about it some more. I've told my parents there's no such thing as racism.
Yeah.
And they too couldn't believe it. So the other thing I wanted to tell you is that I said in my email, so just discard it when you see it, that I'm a first generation immigrant from Bulgaria, and I am blind, and I still found a way to finish college and to get a wonderful job.
Right on.
I have 2 kids. My wife stays home. We go to mass every week.
Amazing.
And if I can do that, I just can't understand. I can't understand people who haven't lived in Bulgaria don't know. I can't understand how they could be crying what they can see, and they've been raised in the greatest country, and they're calling you crying about racism.
Yeah.
They don't know the first thing about nothing. And not just them. All those other people all those white boys that are calling and talking about.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on, Stephen. Hold on. Let me I'm at the top of the hour break. I'll come back to Stephen after this break. Back in a moment. I want to finish up with Stephen out of Texas. He called, and we were talking during the end of the first hour there, and I want to allow Stephen to finish what he was saying. Stephen, go ahead.
I just wanted to, again, speak about how unfortunate it is that people are romanticizing socialism and ignoring its record. It's not even up for debate.
Right.
It's been tried. It's been tried in so many countries, and it's failed repeatedly in so many countries. But
Stephen, it's right here in our country. All the people have to do is look at the black people. Not all, but most. Most black people believe in socialism now. It wasn't like that when I was growing up. It started with the so-called civil rights movement, and the moment that the so-called civil rights leaders, whatever you want to call them, became the head of the people, and the Democrats gave black people free stuff, welfare and all that. In that very moment, it ended capitalism in the black community. And the men left, the government became the daddy. And 60, 70 years later, black people are so into socialism, you have to almost you have to fight them to make them shut up about it. They love socialism. And so it's right here. They're immoral now. They're angry. They're having children out of wedlock. They hate white people. They hate Hispanics. They hate everybody because they're spoiled socialist people. That's what's. It's like if you don't raise your kids in the right way to go, raise them to work, be independent, free thinkers. They become addicted to socialism too, and they would do whatever it takes to not have to work to get free stuff. It's the same thing. It doesn't work.
Well, all of that is very unfortunate, and it's true. And there is a huge disconnect between the general tendency of blacks to be socially conservative, yet voting for the Democratic ticket, even straight ticket, many times.
Yeah.
But I think that even more despicable than that is the fact that there are people who are probably more educated, and they know exactly what they're doing by selling that stuff.
They do.
To the black population, to the impoverished whites in Tennessee and in Kentucky, to the Mexican population. I was listening to the Drudge Report a while ago, and citizens in our country who are trying to protect the border are being targeted by the government.
Yes.
While illegal people are allowed to cross. It is. When I came here, Jesse, I applied for a visa. I waited to be approved. I paid my application fees. I waited some more. I requested residency and citizenship. I could do all that, and I don't understand why I can and why these people cannot. But it's unfortunately people don't see it, and they want free stuff and they want the easy way, and no one's gotten good at anything.
And the reason they can't, Stephen, is because it starts in the home. They have been spoiled and corrupt by their parents, and those selfish parents sent them off to school, and the school took over and brainwashed them even more so, and it's just out of control now. When I was growing up, there's no way that I could grow up, or any of us could grow up and not work. The boys and the girls had to work. And so when they grew to become 18, the girls, if they had to leave without a husband, they go out and they work. They bought home. They did what they had to do because it's in their nature to do it. It really starts in their homes.
And there's really nothing wrong with that at all. And the last thing I want to say again, because I don't want to be hogging the line. I've been trying to call you for so long, and it's busy, and I don't want to hold too long and be selfish, although it's great fun talking to you. But last thing I want to say is people need to remember that nobody becomes good at anything the easy way. You have to work very hard. You
That's
have to
right.
sacrifice. You have to go through disappointments. You have to trip and fall, and then you have to get up at 5 in the morning. You're never going to become good with easy, free stuff.
That's right. 100 is not set up that way. It wasn't designed that way, and it's never going to work. That's why America is so good, because we are a capitalist society. Even though they're trying to, country. Even though they're trying to change it, people earn their way. They be as rich as they want and as poor as they want. It's up to them.
That's right.
How old are you, Stephen?
I'm 42, sir.
God bless you, man. You're a wise man. Don't ever lose it.
Well, I want to tell you that I wasn't quite as wise until I started listening to you, so thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. And it doesn't matter how or when, as long as you become a wise man, your family will be blessed for it, you will be, and your country will. So thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
You. Have a great day.
You too, buddy. Amazing. 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 And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.